find this shot on net. Oh my, what a play from Strong. Possession, wanted toes, however, able to take advantage of the... Take a nice hook shot, gets it, flicks it in there. What a shot from Masamu.
Guessing.
Kachow! 1, 2, 3. Hit the ground, ladies and gentlemen. We have our champion, Kachow. Offense has been phenomenal. Vaughn Rabbit, Hector being great. Impossible will come out on the side as he gets another 50. Oh my goodness, gracefully done. And just like that, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your Sunday night here on the QRLS atop the K1 Mountain, where we are about to see the very best of the best, the most fearsome competitors the QRLS has ever seen, battling it out to take on the top of Mount K1. Joining me in the booth tonight is none other than Von Rabbit, who was just absolute perfection last night, and he is perfection, the consummate professional himself, Von Rabbit. And Von Rabbit, man, woo, we got some big Goliaths climbing the mountain tonight.
Yeah, we absolutely do. Unfortunately, we won't be having Kachow today, the gatekeeper, but we do have other big names in the QRLS: Alex RL, Throttle Dog, Billy Bob, and Blubbernut and Slurpy Snail, just to name a few. And we have some others that are rookies and soon to be rookies of the QRLS.
Yeah, no doubt. Want to transition over and take a look at our bracket tonight, and it is absolutely star-studded here. We'll be seeing Alex RL taking on last night's champion, Reese, the rookie. We'll be seeing them play. We'll also be seeing Throttle Dog taking on Torek here in just a moment. They'll be the first match, as Alex RL and Reese will actually be playing last due to a delay. No worries, though. That train will await for one of them. But our first matchup, we'll see Throttle and Torek. Following that, we'll be seeing none other than Billy Bob taking on Blubbernut, captain of the Kings, and then Slurpy Snail taking on Crouton, which is going to be a very, very exciting match. I don't think a lot of people are really ready for. But yeah, the big thing and the big kind of shakeup that we're seeing here, and we made a message to this, made mention to this in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, definitely check it out, because there's always some fun drama in there. But the big shakeup here is, as you may know, Kachow was last go round's champion of the Grand Champion peak. He beat everybody, but was unable to defeat myself at the top of the mountain to truly take the crown as the Mount K1 Grand Champion. Apologies, it says Champion Heat up there. Should say Grand Champion Heat. I'll adjust that in just a moment. But yeah, Kachow was unable to make it tonight, and when asked about his position as gatekeeper, got a quick interview in, and he said, and I quote, "Honestly, I believe the title of Grand Champion Gatekeeper should go to the competitor who's truly able to defeat K1, myself, atop the mountain." And so that was kind of a call out to these competitors here, saying, listen, guys, if you want my spot, you got to take K1 on himself on the mountain. I mean, that's a big statement coming from Kachow.
Yeah, no, that definitely is. And that shows a lot of sportsmanship from him as well, realizing that he may not have what it takes to defeat you, K1, who is the legend on top of these mountains. And but there's a possibility that maybe someone here in this matchup could take that.
Yeah, man, it's always possible, and especially with this, the competition we have. Just the caliber of player. I mean, I'm obviously very comfortable in my own abilities, but But I gotta say, man, I'm excited to see who I get to take on next at the top of the K1 mountain. The true top, the very, very peak that stands looming above the rest of the mountains. And of course, with every climb, there's lots of twists and turns on the way. Want to touch on that a little bit as we get close to starting up here. Quick, what are your thoughts on this Throttle Dog Torque matchup we're about to see?
Oh, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. I've gotten to play side by side with Torque and, unfortunately, against him in the QRLS. He is a phenomenal player. He is mechanical, but he's also patient and he's smart. So he might fit in just perfectly in these ones matchups. He's definitely going to be giving Throttle Dog a run for his money.
Yeah, no doubt. Want to talk on the K1 keys to success as we transition now over into Urban Central, where the trains will be headed up toward the mountain with only one seat per match available. Already we have gentlemen dropping in here. We might not have time for the keys to success. Just like any trip up the mountain, I mean, why waste time when you can hop right into it, as these competitors have here. Kickoff is off, and we are underway in the grand champion heat of the Mount K1 Ones tournament.
Yeah, great play here. Torque being calm and patient, but has the upper hand. Throttle Dog is responding in a very good manner, showing all the teeth as he is, and now Throttle Dog is walking the dog home and gets the shot on Torque's net.
Throttle Dog walking the dog, takes it home a missed opportunity from Torque there. He's able to just slink by, able to get that early goal, which you talked about. It's so important here in the game of ones, both mentally to your opponent and for yourself. Build some confidence and gets that momentum going your way.
Yeah, and now Torque does have a good opportunity here at getting a shot, but Throttle Dog is quick at getting back to the defensive end. This is going to be a very tough matchup here for Torque.
Yeah, no doubt. It's gonna be very interesting to see how the 50s go either way. As Throttle Dog now up in the air, blasts one on net, blocked by the top shelf that we talk about all the time. That top crossbar, very difficult shot, but Throttle Dog able to stay calm, maintain pressure, gets the goal despite the early miss. Fantastic play from Throttle Dog.
It looked just like a little bit shy of a touch for Torque. He almost read it. It was very close, but couldn't get enough power off the back end, and it just went straight in behind. Great placement from Throttle Dog, and great at recognizing Torque being very low on boost.
Yeah, no doubt. Throttle Dog, interesting enough, very poignant to mention here, was actually the runner-up in the championship last season. Took on Kachow. To try to move up the mountain and eventually fight me on top of the mountain. Fell just short, I believe, by 2 goals in the end, and it was a back-and-forth battle all the way. Throttle Dog, not one to sleep on when it comes to the game of ones, as he sends this one down toward Torque. Torque trying to collect now in the midfield, trying to get that flick over. Throttle, though, just so patient as ever. Torque, though, taking advantage of that, tries to get a flick over. Throttle closing the space, gets the 50, and now the goal.
Yeah, Throttle Dog just read this clearly. He had the ball wide open in front of him. Torque not quite in a position for a 50. The ball was too far on the side, so Throttle Dog just was able to shoot it off from the midfield.
Yeah, and Torque, want to talk about him a little bit. One of the gleaming gems of the rookie class. A teammate of yours, what's it like to be on the field side by side with the player, not only mechanical, but as intelligent as Torque is?
It's actually a true privilege. I've learned a lot from him. I've recognized his decision making, and it's helped me develop as a player. Just in the couple of weeks, or the several weeks that I've got to play with him, I've actually grown in my rank just studying Torque's play style.
Yeah, definitely one you can watch, as now Throttle Dog finding himself having to rush to the defensive end. Torque, though, trying to chase after this ball, find some offense of himself. 2 minutes still left, plenty of time to come back, but we definitely want to see Torque start making those moves, as it is certainly a climb. Takes that fake challenge now, able to take control over Throttle. Throttle, though, good fake challenge of his own, keeps control now, coming off his own back wall. Dangerous spot for him to be in. Keeps control. Torek very patient, back and forth. Both players very patient on the defensive end. Torek, though, able to break away, gets a shot on net on the breakaway, and now brings himself to within 2. Fantastic play from Torek.
Yeah, that was a fantastic play. Read it right off the wall. Throttle Dog just had too much speed, so he went too far out wide, and Torek was able to just slink that shot right down the center of the field and score a perfect goal. We got 2 minutes left in this matchup, and it's starting to look pretty good for Torek. He's starting to understand Throttle Dog's playstyle here.
Absolutely. Now as Torek falls back at the defensive end, grabbing some pads. A blast on net from Throttle Dog. Catches Torek out of position, a little off guard here. Wow, I did not expect a goal to come here, Vaughn.
Yeah, Torek, I noticed he missed the boost at the beginning and was looking for some other opportunities and was looking for some pads, but couldn't pick up enough and might have relied a little bit too much on the boost there.
Yeah, no, just really goes to show how vital that boost is, especially in this game mode. As Throttle gets a big 50 from Torek now, looking to try to extend his lead, takes a dribble, takes the bounce, tries to get a shot off, gets a hook, goes for the double tap, can't quite get there. Torek has a big opportunity, doesn't have a lot of boost, doesn't matter, gets the goal.
Brings this back into a 2-game lead for Throttle Dog. Torek is catching up to him. It was a great play here. Ricocheted right off the back wall, and Torek was ready for that read.
Well played from Torek. Throttle Dog tried to go for a highlight reel play, found himself a little out of position, and was punished just as quickly as it happened. Still has the advantage, though, with a minute 38 still on the clock. Has a 2-goal lead. Torek, though, blasting this one at Throttle Dog. Can't quite get the save. Torek now inching so much closer. Now only a goal away.
It was a great shot here. He made this so awkward for Throttle Dog. That ball may have bounced off the back wall, but it would have made an even more awkward shot for him. So this was almost the only thing Throttle Dog could do at an attempt of a save. So I do love the effort that was applied by Throttle Dog.
Yeah, great job. A big demo from Torek in the offensive half. Could be a huge advantage from him. Now as he takes a dribble, tries to bounce it around, keeps it low. Throttle Dog, though, doing a good job challenging. Will take his turn, able to play around the power play that Torek had. A big 50 in the midfield. It's a race toward the ball. Throttle, not a lot of boost. Torek with a big boost advantage. Now up in the air, looking very fancy. Gets the air dribble, touch around. Throttle didn't have the boost to get there. And Torek has tied it up with a minute 4 on the clock.
What a great shot opportunity here from Torek. Gets up into the air as quick as you like and sends that up to the top of the goalpost to where Throttle Dog just wasn't able to reach because he couldn't get boost on his way as he was focused on the shot coming from Torek.
And Torek with a big 50 in the midfield keeps control of the car and ball. Throttle, though, doing a very good job defensively with that shadow defense we've known him to have and use so well. Anybody's ball game truly tied here at 45 seconds to go. Throttle had an early advantage. Torek, though, very calm under pressure, was able to break his way all the way back. Now with the big 50, control, dribbles it in and takes the lead for the first time in this matchup.
What a great patient play here from Torek, or a whole game for him so far. He just got back and was able to read the play from Throttle Dog.
Indeed, indeed. 4-5, 36 to go. Torek now with a big advantage. Gets a face-off. Goal. Exactly what he wanted in that situation. 4-6. Torek with a big comeback. Cinderella story.
This is a scenario that we have seen several times this weekend. Torek running away with the lead here. Time ticking down. He needs to average at least 15 seconds a goal if he wants to tie this up for Throttle Dog.
Yeah, Throttle Dog, though, if there's a man to do it, absolutely is him. As I mentioned before, the runner-up for this championship heat last season, last go-round. No, he does not want to go down, not in round 1. Torek, though, has been an absolute menace with his 50s. Takes a dribble and does it. Oh, couldn't quite get it in. 10 seconds will tick away as Throttle finds himself in desperation time.
What a great performance here from both players. This unfortunately does end Throttle Dog's run, but another shot from Torek, and he brings this to a 3-goal lead.
And Torek pulls away in the last 60 seconds of the match. Just goes to show how vital that last minute of ones is. It really does not matter your lead, not when you're playing against competitors like this. The slightest hiccup can lead to you going home here on Mount K1, which is exactly where Throttle Dog finds himself on the train home, while Torque boards a train from Urban Central further up the mountain. What a matchup we get to see early on, and I think this is just indicative of what we're going to be seeing all night long with this caliber of play.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys played phenomenally. It was a privilege to be able to see Torque in a 1v1 scenario, and he did not disappoint. And like I was mentioning earlier, this does unfortunately end Throttle Dog's run, but we will definitely be seeing him in the future K1 Mountains.
Oh, without a doubt, Torque moving up, and we'll face the winner of Alex RL versus Reeves, who we'll be seeing play not too long from now. Next up, we'll be seeing Billy Bob taking on Blubbernut, which is maybe one of the more controversial matches we'll see here. Blubbernut asked for this battle, actually, in interviews. It wasn't actually cued to play Billy Bob initially, but Blubbernut says, no, I want Billy, and I want him bad. And I think he's got a bit of a grudge, a chip on his shoulder for the captain of the Hammerheads. Very excited to see how this one will play out between these two fierce competitors.
Yeah, no, this will be an exciting matchup. And I've got to play Blubbernut in 1v1 scenarios. He helped me warm up for my Diamond Heat, and he is a tough cookie to break, and he played phenomenally well. A very smart and intelligent player, and Billy Bob also in a similar boat as Saggy, or as Blubbernut.
Blubbernut, yeah. Blubbernut, a.k.a. Saggy Titchener in the Discord. And just a good friend all the way around. He's sporting the K1 clan tag as he's trying to climb K1 Mountain. But he has a fierce competitor in Billy Bob. Has these two, which is great about this, these two, there's a lot of question marks between the two of them, is who is the greatest of all time in the QRLS? When having that discussion, these two are neck and neck.
Yeah, no, that is very true. These guys are some of the best captains that we have to offer here in the QRLS. Very smart. Blubbernut studies everything, and every play, every shot, and every play style of every player, and is able to adapt and overcome, as we saw in this season. So seeing these guys go head-to-head is a true treat for everyone.
Indeed, Blubbernut rocking the fancy tuxedo as we get underway in this one. 5 minutes will tick away down on the clock as another train is ready to board up the mountain of Mount K1, one step closer to glory, as Billy Bob quickly takes control on this one, tries to get a shot on. No, takes a fake. Blubbernut bites, but is able to recoup, stays back in time, now has some time, takes a little bounce dribble here, tries to blast it over Billy Bob, can't quite get the shot. Great defensive effort from the captain of the Hammerheads here. Collecting in the midfield will be Blubbernut. Nice slow pace here. I love to see the slow pace play that quickly turns into explosion on the offensive side. Look at these two guys bumping back and forth. A strange rule 1.5, it would seem, on the wall. Neither player wanting to break it. You have to respect the sportsmanship.
What a great play from both of these guys. I love the enthusiasm that they show and the sportsmanlike conduct. Blubbernut now is here trying to defend the onslaught of Billy Bob. We will see what comes of it.
Yeah, and Blubbernut has been certainly keeping control of the pace of play thus far, it would seem. Fantastic on the defensive end and offensive end. Tries to get a 50 on Billy Bob. Billy Bob, though, able to capitalize. Looks like what might have been a mistouch from Blubbernut. Very uncharacteristic of him. But again, in a game so intense as ones, and especially here on the mountain, it's any little slight hiccup can be a big turnaround, as Billy Bob shows here. Able to catch that ball, pop it in there, and breaks the ice, so to speak. Takes an early lead.
What a beautiful touch. He gets it to where it just barely rolls off the side of his vehicle straight into the net, making the awkward, unsavable shot from Blubbernut.
Yeah, no, honestly, I wish Billy Bob would kiss me the way he just kissed that ball.
I think we all do.
as Blubbernut now tracing back to the defensive end. Actually turns quick on this one. Able to get a 50 now. Plays it around Billy Bob and brings it back 1-1 to score. 3 minutes 15 on the clock. You mentioned before Blubbernut was putting in some work, practicing with you on ones. Looks like he's been doing a little practicing of himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Blubbernut really gave Billy Bob an option here. You can go for the ball or you can go for the boost. He chose the ball, and Blubbernut was able to take the boost and bring this back into the corner of Billy Bob, and it made it to where he was able to score. So a great mind play by Blubbernut.
Without a doubt, as Billy Bob tries to blast this one on net, Blubbernut blocking it away. We have a very good comment in the chat from our very own Chill Cheetah. Makes a very good point. This is a legendary matchup, as we are seeing before our eyes the #1 and #2 all-time goal scorers in the QRLS taking each other on in a very, very heated 1v1 thus far.
Yeah, it absolutely is. These guys are just neck and neck in skill, and this is a true privilege. Blubbernut knew exactly what he was doing when he requested this matchup.
Oh yeah, you'll love to see it. One to replay for the seasons now. Blubbernut with control. Billy Bob with the boost control, though, able to win the 50 now. Takes to the air, tries to put a shot on net, knows his opponent's low on boost. However, Blubbernut does a good job positionally, able to get around a shot on net just a bit wide. And I know Billy Bob really wanted that one. That would have been a nice cheeky goal for him to give him a lead.
Yeah, it looked like it was a very simple shot, but the low boost may have made it to where he couldn't get the momentum he needed and the power behind just making it to where it hit the post and back into Blubbernut's hands.
No doubt, and we're seeing how boost control plays a monumental role in this game, as both players doing a great job starving the other. So calculated, these two. It just like, I mean, it's like watching chess played out in live action. Back and forth they go.
Yeah, Blubbernut doing a good job also at boost management here. He had 50, but he didn't think he needed the 100 boost, and we do apologize for the lag there. But Billy Bob was able to walk the dog home in this scenario, bringing himself to a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, and it looks like Blubbernut was just a bit too excited to get that shot off the bounce dribble. Billy Bob, I mean, shows why he's so proficient, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end as well. As a big face-off goes to the side of Blubbernut. Blubbernut tries to find the angle, couldn't quite get it. Billy Bob now will rush down field, might have the opportunity to extend the lead by 1. Blubbernut, though, chasing back, tries to get to the ball, able to get this save despite all odds, keeps himself within 1.
I don't know. I think Billy Bob may have been playing with him there. He had the full boost, but maybe he was just trying to make sure he had control of the ball before he went full speed down the center with it. And Blubbernut was able to catch up and save it in the most critical fashion.
No doubt, as Blubbernut tries to get that shot on net just a bit wide there. 40 seconds will now tick away. 1-2 the score. Billy Bob off the ceiling, tries to get a highlight reel play, tries to pin it off the corner. No, off the crossbar. Blubbernut off to the races, sends it downfield. The open net is his. 2-2 the score with just shy of 30 seconds. I'm out of breath, Vaughn.
That would have been a beautiful shot by Billy Bob. Unfortunately, it hit the post, but Blubbernut was able to redeem it. And now it is a 2-2 tied matchup for Blubbernut and Billy Bob.
In just a few seconds here, we'll see nothing but 2s on the board here, and 2-2-2-2 we see as Blubbernut controls. Billy Bob with a big low 50 has a scoring opportunity. Blubbernut, though, so quick to adapt, able to get back on the defensive end, sends this one downfield. He will take a lead with only 10 seconds on the clock. My goodness, this might be a result no one expected to happen, but Blubbernut showing why he should be considered the best of all time.
What a great play from Blubbernut. Just quick and speedy, and made it that ball just out of reach for Billy Bob. And it's going to work out in his favor. Billy Bob on the other side of the field. This all seems to be in Blubbernut's hands. It just needs to touch the ground.
And it will, and Blubbernut will advance to round 2, taking down Billy Bob. Truly monumental matchup we see there. Wow.
That was a crazy performance from Blubbernut, and crazy in the predictions as well, as we do have our first upset tonight. 34% voted for Blubbernut, while 66 went to Billy Bob.
And Blubbernut will move forward and will now play against the victor of either Slurpy Snail or Crouton in just a moment. As we get these guys queued up, let's take a look at our Mount K1 Grand Champion Heat big board. And as we're looking now, we're getting in here. What are your thoughts going into this matchup? Slurpy Snail taking on Crouton.
Oh, these guys are very, very good. Crouton, I do believe, is somewhat of a ones player himself and is extremely mechanical. I even hear on the grapevine that Alex might be a little bit concerned about having to play Crouton if he makes it that far during the series. So that, I think that goes to show some of the skill behind Crouton.
You're exactly right as we get queued up here. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have a treat as we get into this next matchup. We are going to have a third analyst helping us out in bringing to life these matchups as we get queued up for this next match. Joining us in the booth as our statistical expert analysis, none other than Wanted Toast. Wanted Toast, how are you feeling tonight, my friend?
I'm so excited. I have snuck my way into the booth once again. And my captain is playing song. I'm going to be rooting for him.
And
I'm doing great. How are
Someone
you guys?
really needs to lock the door.
What? Yeah.
There's enough room for three in here. We'll get nice and cozy. And, yeah, getting into this one, Slurpy Snail taking on Crouton. And, he is your captain, as you mentioned, Wanted Toast. So I wanted to get your opinion here on what kind of matchup we're about to see from Slurpy Snail.
I think Slippery Snail is going to be a little bit more like patient, very defensive, very smart. As that is what he does best on the Rocketeers, and as like in general, he's very reliable. So he'll probably play off the mistakes that Crouton will probably make, going for those mechanical plays. But Slurpy is Slurpy, and he will maybe win, but who knows? But Crouton scored.
But the beautiful speed here from Crouton gets this down the wall and into the goal of Slurpy Snail. Slurpy Snail just moving a little bit at snail speed here, unable to get the save.
Yeah, no, great play from back and forth, opening up. Crouton, want to talk to you here, put you on the hot speed here, Vaughn. You know, Crouton, we definitely know we watched him play. I mean, he's fantastic. I mean, as he shows the mechanics here, but he's a question mark when it comes to ones, as we don't even get to see him play too much in privates. Do you think that's going to help him, having that air of mystery and, a matchup as crucial as this, especially one that's single elimination?
This is going to be a major question mark indeed. Crouton is someone that we all know can bring out those highlight level plays, as we were just seeing. If he would have got that definitely would have been on the highlight reels. He's got the double taps, he's got the flip resets. Unfortunately, he does not have the 50 as Slurpy Snail gets the shot on his net.
Yeah, Slurpy Snail, great 50 here. You talked about the mechanical prowess of Crouton, but Slurpy Snail, as mentioned by Wanted Toast before, just a moment ago, has an incredible IQ. And Toast, when it comes to a game of ones, do you think there's a advantage more so to a more intelligent player or a more mechanical player?
From my limited experience of playing with these, it's very much if you are smart at it, you'll win. Because me being very mechanical, very aggressive, you probably won't score as often as Crouton just did. But being smart and being patient will probably reward you a lot longer.
No doubt.
In terms of time, but yeah.
Yeah. No, oh, yeah, absolutely. Is Crouton able to take a bit of a lead there? Slurpy Snail trying to control and get that lead back. Has the boost control, dribbling around. Crouton, though, very quick. Gets a demo. Very big. And we've seen demos back and forth as we go. And I just love to see how aggressive these guys can be, Vaughn.
Yeah, these guys are playing very aggressive. Crouton bringing everything out in his book. He's got the skills, he's got the mind games, he has been trying to fake Slurpy Snail, been able to get a couple of bites on it, but not really taking the bait too incredibly much.
Yeah, and a big save from Crouton there off a massive flick coming off that long body of the Dominus. Puts another shot on, and Slurpy Snail's onslaught of offense has been incredible. But Crouton, he's weighed and flowed here back and forth, ebbed and flowed, excuse me, able to stick with it. I'm just loving the back and forth offense defense we're seeing here. Both players taking their turn on offense, switching over to defense, and Slurpy Snail now with control, dribbling up the wall, stays low to the ground rather than going high for an aerial. Crouton, though, able to take advantage of that and puts it in.
Yeah, Crouton's got a very aggressive play style. Just reads this touch from Slurpy Snail where he just wasn't close enough to the ball, so Crouton was able to respond quickly and back at it.
Yeah, now down by 2. Slurpy Snail, 2 minutes 34. Crouton gets a big win off the face-off. Collects the boost now, tries to dribble his way around. Is he able to get a dish? Looks like he goes for it. Couldn't quite get there, and that'll allow Slurpy Snail to take the dribble and push his own version of offense here. Toast.
Slurpy offense is very much, if you give me a chance to shoot, I will score. So, well, Crouton has the ball. Wait, Slurpy just took it away. Good job, buddy. But yes, Slurpy is very reliable. So.
Yeah, absolutely. As he now dribbles his ball back his own end. Oh, gets demoed, though. Crouton very aggressive. Another big demo on Slurpy. Now extends his lead by 3. And he's slowly but surely starting to slip away here with only a minute 56 on the clock. Yeah.
Yeah, and that demo was so critical for the performance here for Crouton. If you don't have anybody to face you, you've got nothing blocking you in the net. So great performance.
Yeah, easy enough to win if there's no one there. And Slurpy, no boost, has a big disadvantage now. Crouton gets another demo in front of the goal and extends his lead to 4. I mean, what are your thoughts on this kind of play here, Toast?
I think Slurpy is not doing so well against demos, and I think me saying how good he is causes Crouton to say, "Actually, no, I'll just score." So I think I should just shut up right now, so I can he can come back, I believe. But I don't know, man.
And a big air dribble. Want to give a shout out to, I believe that was Comedic Catastrophe for the follow. Appreciate the love here. Slurpy Snail now collecting in the corner, down by 4. Minute 25 left to go, though. Definitely able to go, but he's having such a difficult time battling the demos and the boost starves that Crouton's throwing. I mean, absolutely incredible play that we're seeing from Crouton as he takes up into the air, tries to get the flip reset, gets a touch around, can't quite get it into the net, tries to backflip over with Slurpy Snail, though. Wow, great job from him defensively, able to get back despite the highlight reel play. Now taking it to the opposing side, Crouton again into the air, and he just looks so comfortable up there, Vaughn.
Yeah, he really does. He's got so much control of the car and of the ball. He's also seeming to have control of Slurpy Snail himself. It's all fun and games here for Crouton.
Yes, sir. 30 seconds will tick away as Slurpy Snail, last season's MVP and a runner-up, top runner for MVP this season, will look to see himself be eliminated unless something amazing happens. Tries to go for the aerial himself. Couldn't quite get the touch. Tries to get the double tap. It's scoring opportunity. Crouton able to clear away. 10 seconds begin to tick away, and that train will be leaving very shortly, and it's looking like Crouton will be finding himself moving up the mountain and will be taking on the GOAT himself, Blubbernut, here in just a moment. What a matchup we just saw there. And, guys, we got to talk a little bit about, what comes on top, brains versus mechanics, and it looks like, Crouton was able to marry the both of them.
Yeah, he really did. Big shout out to Crouton. Congratulations on your round 1 victory here. Pack your bags because you're going to a very cold place, so make sure you got a warm coat.
He'll be headed up to the frozen lake. And Wanted Toast, you got to play up there. What are the weather conditions like? I mean, we're able to see it, but we're here in the booth. So we try to stay as warm as we can. What's it like trying to compete there, especially on the frozen lake where it's so slick on the ice?
I don't think I competed up there. I think I lost round 1, so
Oh,
got destroyed.
I, however, did compete up there,
Yeah.
and it was very, very cold. You want to use as much boost as possible because it brings you some warmth. Otherwise, you're going to be looking out for demos, and I got a ton on Golden Pickle, but I started not being able to get any, and I started freezing up, and that's when I unfortunately lost.
it happens to the best of us. As we now get ready to see the final matchup in round 1, Alex RL, the Goliath himself, the man, the myth, the legend, will be taking on last night's champion Reese to fight, battle it out to hopefully continue Reese's march up the mountain as he sets his eyes up on the, looks to take on the entire Grand Champion Peak after taking on the Champion Peak in last night's battle. But he has a big form of gatekeeper in Alex himself. This is going to be a big welcome to the big leagues for Reese. I'm excited to see how he keeps up.
Yeah, me too. Reese did dominate through the champion heat in the splendid fashion. So if anyone can represent the champion heat well, it's going to be Reese's Puffs here, as he takes on one of the greatest that we have in the league, who unfortunately was unable to play in the last heat due to unforeseen circumstances, but will be able to play through this weekend now.
Indeed, Alex takes the early lead, blasts that one on net, moving so quickly. And, Toast, how important is it to keep this level of speed up when playing competitors like this?
When playing these competitors like Alex, and because he's just so fast, you gotta be able to keep up with this speed, because if you can't, he will just drive around you like you're just coned on the field, because he's just so fast.
He is. He takes to the air now, gets one flip reset, it looks like, tries to get it in. A big save from Reese's Puffs at the goal line, prevents it from going in, would have been an easy highlight. And Alex looks like he just throws flip resets off like that, like they're nothing. Able to get a big 50, no boost, no problem, puts it in now, takes a 2-goal lead.
What a beautiful recovery from Alex here. He got bumped by Reese's Puffs in the corner, but was able to find the momentum, regained, got the ball control, and was able to get a shot out of Reese's Puffs control.
Great play from him now, up by 2. Alex preferring to stay back and collects boost. Wants Reese's Puffs to play toward him. It's a battle in the air between the two. Alex looks like he's able to take a slight advantage on the 50 in the air. Reese, though, good position. Now takes the ball, sends it on net. Alex trying to get back. Somehow able to flick and contort his car to get that save. My goodness, what a defensive play from him.
Very defensive play. Reese's Puff does have great control here. Alex waiting for him to make a mistake, but Reese's Puff isn't making many right now. So Alex is just waiting for the opportunity.
Yeah, no doubt here. As this ball will float in the midfield, Reese taking control now, trying to type it around. Alex, though, able to keep a nice low 50. Gathering boost, gathering his time, gathering his breath. Knows he has a scoring opportunity here. Reese, though, able to take advantage on that. Off the wall, tries to put the shot on net. It's on. Alex, though, great defensive effort from him. Back and forth we go. And, in a game mode like ones, Toast, how important is a solid defense that we're seeing from both Reese and Alex?
Solid defense is probably the best offense, because those counterattacks are so deadly. Because if even you go a little bit too far forward, or you commit to just a little bit more than you should, you're gonna get scored on in ones, because it's just so important to have a good defense for a good counterattack.
Absolutely. Is Reese able to tap that one over Alex? Well said there, Toast. Alex was able to get back, gets on defense now, takes to the air himself. These guys just look so pretty going up into the air, keeping control of this ball. Now with another bounce dribble from Alex. Alex taking the ball into the air, gets the flip over, and is able to get a 3rd goal here. That's 3 unanswered from Alex RL.
What a great shot from Alex. Puts it to the far corner once he gets the pre-jump from Reese's Puffs, and he's just not able to respond. Just what a great shot opportunity for Alex.
Yes, sir. Now 2.5 minutes will tick away as Alex takes control here. Tries to find a cheeky shot off the wall. finds an angle I did not even see existed. Somebody brought their protractor to play.
Yeah, I was not ready for this, but the pirouette, whatever you want to say, however you say it, he just danced around that corner like a ballerina and got a shot on the net that no one was anticipating.
No, sir, not indeed. Yeah, I'm almost speechless from that one as Reese's Puffs blasts one on net just a bit wide. Alex now trying to collect, sending it downfield. It's a race to the ball. Reese's Puffs trying to save. Looks like it'll be just a bit wide. He's able to clear it away. Gets a big demo on Alex. Will have some room to breathe for what feels like the first time all match.
Yeah, no, I think we all got a little bit of a sigh of relief for Reese's Puffs here as the constant pressure from Alex finally ceased for a temporary bit.
And we're back at it now as Reese's Puffs pushes his offense, which we saw so incredibly dangerous last night. Alex, though, very calm, cool, collected, gets a flick, a lot of power despite not having a lot of momentum. I mean, really just goes to show the masterful, how well he's able to masterfully control his car here, Toast.
This is just so mechanical and so smart at the same time. He is probably the best player in the league right now, so he is so deadly when it's just him and the ball.
Well said. 5-0. 1 minute 37 seconds left on the clock. Alex blasting another one on net. Reese unable to get there. 6-0. Alex with a statement game in round one.
Yeah, great shot here from Alex. Reese's Puff went a little too wide, was looking to go for the boost, but recognized that Alex was quick back to the ball and was able to score on it.
We have a comment in the chat. Masamoon saying, what a smurf. Move him to the SSL mountain. That mountain is actually in space and is under construction, my friend. As Reese's Puff now dribbles this one around, tries to find a way to break through Alex's defense, though. Alex, with almost some predictive defense, blasts this one cross field. 6 wasn't enough. Count it. That's 7 goals for Alex.
Oh my goodness, and this is not a ticket to Brazil because there is not a score here from Reese's Puff just yet. We still have an opportunity for that, but there is a great performance coming from Alex. We may not see a goal here from Reese's Puff, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Toast, this really, goes to show, and we talked about Reese's Puff was absolutely dominant on the Champ Mountain, but it is a different animal up here on the Grand Champion Mountain, and he is very quickly finding out 1 minute will tick away, and so will the hopes of a further climb for Reese, unless he's able to pull off some money here with Alex. Alex with a flip reset, gets it, puts it over, 8-0.
I think that's a shot that not many people are going to recognize. Double flip reset, and just before it was about to hit the ground, he's got another one and comes right on in.
48 seconds left on the clock. Back and forth we go as Alex looks to be just waiting his turn on the train. 40 seconds left. Reese's Puffs staying back in the defensive end. Alex back up in the air. 1 touch, 2 touches. Try to get the flip reset. Couldn't keep the car underneath. Almost another full court air dribble. Blast another one on net. And he's just racking up the score at this point.
Yeah, 9-0. Great shot here from Alex. Wanted Toast, what do you think of the efforts that are being made here?
I think Mrs. Puffs is a great player. Playing against him, he's a very smart, very mechanical as well. But Alex, just another tier above him. He's just so good, and I feel bad for him because I know exactly how he feels right now.
And Alex able to break double digits now. Wow, a big battle here to start. 20 seconds, 25 seconds still left. I gotta ask, boys, do we think we're getting another goal from Alex?
Probably.
Very likely.
It's Alex K1. What do you expect from him? Score every single shot he can ever make and more somehow.
There is no mercy on the mountain. Not from the mountain, and certainly not from your competitors, as Alex tries to get another one on net. Just a bit wide. Reese's Puffs now takes his time off the wall, tries to get a shot around. Couldn't quite get the touch to get it on net. 7 seconds will tick away. Alex, with some fancy control, keeps the ball under the car. Goose eggs hit the clock, and Alex RL will hit the train up the mountain. A very big statement game as he he says, welcome to the big shows.
Yeah, great performance here. I don't think anyone doubted the outcome on this one, as it is a 100% prediction voted for Alex in the channel points. So we are sending those out to you all now. But what a phenomenal performance from Alex.
Well said. Yeah, no, Alex, big move up the charts now. Into the semifinals we go, where we will follow our competitors up the mountain to the frozen lake as we get ready to go. Alex RL taking on Toric, Blubbernut taking on Crouton. I mean, this is peak Rocket League, to say the least. I mean, I'd like to open up a little discussion here. It's when you're watching this level of play, in your mind, Antos, I'll go to you first. Do you see yourself being able to like get to this level of play, or just after playing as long as you have, do you really just only get to appreciate how much time and effort these guys have put in to perfecting their craft?
Very much the more you play this game, the more you are so amazed and like how much you really enjoy players like Alex and Crouton that are so mechanical, because it takes a whole lot of effort to get that good at this game, because it's not just a button, flip, reset, score a goal. You gotta do everything yourself on your end with that card. So it's so clean too, so it's crazy how good they really are. I can't get there even if I tried.
And my thoughts on this is that I think with enough time and patience, these guys have dedicated thousands of hours to this game. So getting your reps in, getting the regular amount of time in, anyone can grow and become as good as the next Billy Bob, Slurpy Snail, Throttle Dog, Toric. But it takes a true dedication if you want to get to the level of Alex, who is just setting bars right now.
Yeah, without a doubt, and well said. As we get up here, loaded up into the frozen lake here at the base of the Grand Champion Mountain, where we'll await our first competitors, which will be Alex RL taking on Toric. Alex RL, I mean, yeah, we saw him make a big statement game here. Toric, though, able to beat Throttle Dog, who was last go round of the mountains runner up for the champion. Not a small feat whatsoever. What kind of predictions do we have back and forth between Toric taking on Alex here on the frozen lake?
I think Toric will score goals, but I think Alex will win. So that's what I think.
I think I'm going to be going in a similar boat here. I think we're going to see 3 or 4 goals here from Toric, but we'll probably see somewhere around 6 goals here from Alex. I think Toric will be able to get some shots on, get some goals in, but I will also mention that Alex did mention in the draft that he was terrified of Toric. He is someone who kind of counters the playstyle of Alex. So we could see an upset here. It is possible, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, well said. No, you're exactly right. I'd forgotten about that, but you are correct. Alex is quoted saying that Toric is somebody he's not looking forward to playing against. But here we are on the frozen lake, and that is exactly what's going down here. Toric retreating back to the defensive end as Alex already putting a shot on. Takes an early lead, 1-0 Alex.
Yeah, great play here. Toric just not quite in a position. Kickoffs can be so awkward. They can make it to where you can easily score or easily scored on.
And yeah, it's in the chat here. We talked a little bit about predictions, and a lot of people pretty much predicting the same. It's not whether or not Alex will win. The question is by how much.
Yeah, it really is. We have a 5% prediction going towards Toric, but that is higher than we saw for the last play with Reese's Puffs. But if anyone's going to have a real chance of doing this, I think it's going to be Toric in this moment.
And Alex, expert control on this one here. Dribbles this around, able to get 2 goals. Look at the way he's able to contort the car, keep the ball moving the direction he needs it to. and great play from him, showing off why it is he's considered to be one of the best.
Yeah. Torek, I would mention, has been sitting up on top of this mountain for a little bit longer as he waited for the arrival of Alex, who is fresh off the train. So he's warmed up, he's heated, his bones are nice and nimble and ready to go. So Torek's got a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, well said. No, definitely. And, we have also in the chat, and I think it bears mentioning, is we have Slurpy Snail himself and Strive both saying that the only shot that we have of beating Alex, or anybody beating Alex, is, well, myself here on top of the mountain. As Torek scores and might be making them liars. But, Toast, what do you think of a comment like that here early on in the semifinals?
I think it's absolutely right. Alex is so good. The only real way to beat him is a complete playstyle counter. I think I agree with Vaughn. Torek can definitely do that, but I think Alex does have the superior mechanical and intellect to get past it. But it's anyone's game.
Indeed. Now as Torek now slow dribbles this one around, tries to get Alex off his game, but is unable to, as a big 50 goes Alex's way, and he brings himself to within to 3 goals with 3 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. What a fun thing to say.
Yeah, the 3 there. But great shot here from Alex. Gets it up the wall, and it just starts rolling in the favor for him, as Torek might have a shot opportunity here. Can't get the demo on Alex, and this is now in Alex's control.
And Alex doing a good job, able to bump Torek away from that. Looks like he was able to disrupt his flip, and that's what allowed him to get back in time. However, Torek with the big boost advantage, though Alex does not seem to mind too much. Torek able to clear it out of the net, but only for a little bit. Alex now is taking back control. Looks like a little mind games happening in front of the net. Tries to put another one on just a bit wide. Alex now firmly in control of the boost, keeping control of the ball. It's a race toward it. Torek doesn't have the boost necessarily. Alex staying behind the ball, constant with the 50s. So difficult to play around. Using up almost infinite boost, gets the shot on net. Up by 3 is Alex with 2 minutes 53 on the clock. I mean, Toast, how do you stop something like this?
There's not a whole lot you can do. I think you just got to figure out when you should be patient and when you should challenge as fast as possible. Because Alex will get through you at some point, but you just got to delay it as much as you can and score as many goals as you can. There's no one way to do it. It's so hard to beat him.
Indeed, as Torek now dribbling this one around. Much closer game at this point in time than Alex's last matchup as he blasts another one past Torek. Extends the lead to 4, 5-1 Alex here on the ice.
Yeah, very good play here from Alex, waiting for a dedication from Torek before he took a shot on that ball and was able to get it around him very quickly with a ton of power.
Indeed, as we get another face-off goal from Alex, extending it now 6-1. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have your passports ready? We're a goal away from going somewhere much warmer.
Yeah, this is getting really close. Got passports ready. We are looking forward to this opportunity here, as we have nobody at the kickoff.
Oh, man, nobody went for the ball. I got it. You take it. Love to see it. Torek with the big save now has some opportunity. Has the boost advantage. Alex, though, trying to get there quick. Able to get a block to prevent the shot. Torek, though, in good spot to keep himself in front of the ball. Behind the ball, rather. Alex now dribbling. Tries to get a pass. Uses a flip reset, excuse me. Uses the wave dash to get past. And gets the shot. And here we are, going to Brazil.
What a fantastic opportunity. I've always wanted to visit. I hear they have got some of the best beaches in the world.
Yeah, that and crime rates. 2:07 on the clock, 7-1 the score. Toast, with 2 minutes left here. What kind of percentage, you being the statistical guy here, what are the odds or percentage of Torek coming back in this position?
Don't lie to Jan. I'm not smart, but if I had to use my Toast brain to make up numbers, I would probably say about 35% chance. If Torek can stop caring about the score all the time, I think he can do it. But he just has to keep his mental in check to really have a chance at a comeback.
Yes, indeed. And we saw Alex do it in the league. We're seeing him do it here. I can't even talk. That's how crazy that is. Air dribble, flip reset, cross the field. Couldn't quite get it, though, just off the crossbar. And, you know, Torque trying to get a shot on. Alex, though, able to block this one away. Now goes for it again. Just expert control off the backboard. Will we see the double tap? We will, as he extends the lead to 8-1.
What a beautiful shot here. He gets the flick right off and just reads the bounce. Just sends it straight in at the top of the net. Torque inches away from being able to make a play on the ball, but was not able to.
1 minute still left here. Alex still making statements here as he makes an uncharacteristic miss, gives Torque a big opportunity. Torque, rather than taking the open net, tries to go for the double tap, can't quite get there in time. Alex now dribbling, grabs the boost, has some time, goes off the wall, off the ceiling, flipping around in the car, tries to get the musty touch in the air, can't quite get it off the backboard. Torque now will take his turn. This is turning quickly into a freestyle matchup, boys.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We are getting a little bit of a freestyle event going on here. These guys showing us the skills that they got, even without efforts on the goal.
And we have never seen a pogo goal scored here on the mountain. Looks like Alex might have been the first to attempt it there. Couldn't quite get it, though. You know, if there's anybody to do it, I feel like it would be Jay Eagle, who we haven't got to see play quite yet. We actually haven't seen him play on the mountain yet, though he's been scheduled to play twice. Some say that the Eagle has a hard time flying in the snow.
Yeah, it's definitely a record that he does not need.
Eagles do have a lot of not great times in cold environments, so.
As Torque dribbles it around, the last to touch the ball. At least that'll be the last time he gets to touch the ball, as he's now officially eliminated from play. Alex RL just dominating thus far on the Grand Champion Mountain, as he takes this one 8-1, and he will move up to the finals, one step closer to sitting atop the mountain, where he will face off for the rights to call himself the true king of the mountain and take on not just myself, but take on the mountain as a whole for the crown. But he does have one competitor left in his wake, and that will be decided between a matchup here between Blubbernut and Crouton and Wanted Toast. You know, you didn't get to see the first matchup, but between these two competitors, you know, who do you think can come out on top between the captain of the Kings and Crouton?
I watched the Blubbernut while I was waiting to be okay to say words. So I think it'll be a really good match, a lot closer than the last one, that's for sure. But Blubbernut's very consistent, kind of like Slurpee, but he can also shoot very well, as he is like the leading goal scorer in the league, because he's just that good. But I think Crouton, his one style, from what I can tell, this seems to be a very dominant one, because he seems to be playing really well and really consistently in the air. So I think it'll be a battle of mechanics and brains.
Oh, I love to see it. Brains versus mechanics, an age-old question. And we saw it in Slurpee Snail versus Crouton. Slurpee Snail didn't have the stuff, but Blubbernut, who just took down Slurpee Snail's own rival, Billy Bob, will now take his turn facing off against Crouton here in the semifinals on the frozen lake. And it's not just a battle of, you know, mechanics and wits here. It's a battle against the environment, too. You know, want to talk again on just how difficult these conditions these players are playing in right now, Vaughn.
Yeah, no, these are sub-0 degrees. I'm wearing 3 mitts, and some of them are Franken Lloyd's from Dumb and Dumber. Hey, Crouton gets a good shot opportunity here, bringing in the Dueling Dragons. Maybe we can find some warmth by the goal.
Yeah, no, despite the cold, Crouton is looking hot. Gets an early goal in 4 seconds, exactly what we needed, and we talk about how important that first goal is. Settles you in, makes a statement as he has another one. It looks like a mirror shot from the first one. Down by 2 already is Blubbernut. Both off face-offs. Toast, what kind of adjustment is Blubbernut going to have to make here?
say he's kind of going for a delayed kickoff, or he's just not as fast as Crouton. So I think just turning a little bit inward towards his own net should stop him from getting an easy shot like he just did. Good job rolling that. You are smart.
Yeah, absolutely. Crouton now dribbling this one around. Takes the boost, goes off into the air. I'm loving the mechanics we're getting to see here. Goes for a flip reset, gets the touch, and gets it down. Crouton with a big statement of his own. Now puts Blubbernut down 3. And Vaughn, we haven't seen too many people outside of Alex pin these. And, man, he just drilled that one top cookie.
Yeah, no, Crouton's really going to be giving a run for Blubbernut's money here, possibly even Alex's, as he does have a 3-goal lead here, and it's not even down 30 seconds. But what a great performance there. I loved the shot. He slowed it down, made Blubbernut think the ball was coming down sooner. But I also want to mention that Blubbernut's just got a score. He's responding quickly.
And look at the IQ from Blubbernut here with the fake challenge. Forces Crouton to flip. Takes advantage of that. Puts it on net. Blubbernut, a consummate professional in of himself. Showing why there.
Yeah, a great performance here. Crouton's winning this kickoff. This might be an easy goal, but no, it's not. The post has other ideas and helps Blubbernut defend.
Yeah, and Crouton kicking himself there. I know he wants that one. Misses like that can lead to goals like this. Blubbernut catches Crouton in an awkward spot, takes very quick advantage of that, blasts that one on net. No one to save. Now brings himself to within 1 with 4:04 on the clock. Blubbernut coming back.
Yeah, I love the skill and the understanding of the play here from Blubbernut. He was very patient. He waited for the opportunity to get that goal in.
Yeah, and speaking of skill there, Blubbernut just barely missed this touch. And Crouton able to take advantage. There was a small window that Crouton had to put that goal in, and was able to take advantage of that shot. And, you know, that is not an easy shot to hit at all, Toast.
No, it may look simple when you're watching, but a shot like that is not very easy.
Not at all. It's Crouton now, just an expert on these face-off goals, it seems. And I'm not sure what kind of strategy he is employing, but I can tell you, I know a lot of people are watching this right now taking notes. If I could get face-offs like that on every 1v1 I went into, I'd be sitting well higher than the SSL rank that I'm currently at. That is true, I swear.
You have to bring in a whole new rating just for you, K1.
Yeah, there's the SSL, and then there's the K1 rank.
Nah, it's SSL Pro, then K1.
As Crouton puts in another one as he marches his way up the mountain, very close now to seeing Alex RL in the finals. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, though. That's a lot of time in ones, isn't it, Vaughn?
Yeah, it really is. We are averaging about 10 seconds a goal here. They are on rapid pace. We might see a record for the most goals scored in a QRLS side event.
Yeah, indeed, as Crouton goes, takes to the air now, tries to get the double tap, can't quite get there, thanks to the defensive efforts from Blubbernut, as he now has an opportunity, sends this one on net, it's a race to the ball, Crouton can't get there, and Blubbernut takes advantage of the opportunity, now brings himself to within 3.
Yeah, great placement here, just out of reach of Crouton. Any closer, it might have been a save.
Crouton was zooming back, but it just wasn't enough. Still has the lead here, though, and another big face-off win for him. These face-off wins have been just absolutely dominating as he now takes control of this one. Has a lot of time, able to flip it around. Blubbernut catches him off guard, and we get to see just the one's prowess here. I mean, you know, what advantage is there to taking your time like that, wrapping around, getting that ball?
There's a ton that can be gained, but I'm gonna go ahead and let Toast take this one.
Yeah, so I want to talk so much, but Yvonne is just smarter than me. Yeah, but taking your time will absolutely school the opponent, especially your one, because you take that time and they go for it and they flip, it's a goal, because it's just one guy. You get past one guy, it's a goal.
Exactly right. As Blubbernut tries to get there in time, just off his nose, couldn't quite get there. He says no in the chat, just barely shy of the reach on the pre-flip. Couldn't get there. Well placed from Crouton. 8-3 the score. Crouton absolutely dominating right now, and I know he's looking further up the mountain, and I know Alex RL is watching very closely at this matchup right here, as this could very well be the finals matchup to determine who gets their chance to play me at the top of the mountain.
Yeah, great performance here. Blubbernut responds quickly, getting it over the head of Crouton, who just slightly over-dedicated himself. What a great play.
No doubt. 4-8. Blubbernut staying within striking distance, but as the clock goes down, he's going to need to come back a little quicker here, as Crouton now up in the air, gets the one touch, able to get the angle, able to get the shot, and extends his lead now again by 5 goals.
Yeah, these kickoffs are not going well for Blubber right now. Crouton has him down. He has a plan, and it's working flawlessly.
2:24 on the clock, 4-9 the score. Blubbernut now with a big face-off win of his own. This could be the opportunity that he needs, and he gets it. And, you know, Vaughn, you mentioned this might be the highest scoring goals that we see here on the mountain. I think I agree with this. Blubbernut now putting it in. These two taking turns back and forth. It reminds me almost of a boxing match where rather than playing any defense, it's just slugfest after slugfest, right hook after right hook to see who falls first.
It is definitely going on pace for that. Oh my gosh. Was that even 4 seconds going down on the clock? We are at 15 goals, 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on this clock.
In 2 minutes, as you know, you can ask a lot of people from the female persuasion. 2 minutes is indeed a long time left to go, isn't that right, Toast?
Oh, why you do it to me right there? I feel attacked, but yes, I think 2 minutes is a long time in one, because it doesn't matter if you scored 20 goals. 2 minutes is plenty of time to get back.
And another face-off goal comes in, and Yvonne, you had something.
Yeah, just a little birdie told me, I think her name was Deborah, you might remember her, K1, but she told me that you can sometimes score quicker than 2 minutes.
Yeah, and that's totally fine too. As a matter of fact, I think 2 minutes might actually be too long. As we get a big demo from behind, just absolutely smashed from behind. I'm sure Deborah would remember that one as well. As Blubbernut puts a shot on net here, and Crouton able to save. Blubbernut, though, relentless, puts another one on net. Crouton unable to save that one. We have 17 goals in this matchup, 6-11. In a few more goals, we'll have 9-11, which is today's date. And also important to remember, the day that'll never be forgotten. And a moment of silence, please, as we remember those from the 9/11 tragedy that happened all those years ago. Thank you very much. As now Crouton gets a shot around, able to get it over the diving Blubbernut, takes his time. Looks like he's trying to ice the clock a little bit here, burn it down as he's tired of these goals back and forth. This might be the longest matchup we've had thus far, and this cold weather has to be getting to them.
Yeah, no, because they're sitting still more than they're actually performing. I mean, it's 1 hit, 2 hit, it's in. It's just such a quick performance here.
And Crouton now up in the air, gets another flip reset, puts it in there, gets another goal on Blubbernut. I mean, looks like he's in free play here. What a shot from Crouton, expertly done.
Yeah, what a great placement, just above Blubbernut's head. It's just, he couldn't read it. He was expecting it to either hit the post or to go in front of him, but not above him.
Yeah, and you know, this could actually be a strategic play for the two of them here, as Snail, Slurpy Snail in the chat makes a very good point, icing Alex. Alex, who is now standing atop the mountain peak at the coldest point, awaiting a challenger. And through all of this, you know, these guys are playing back and forth, staying warm, How much of an advantage is that going to give them going into this next game? Is another air dribble flip reset. Crouton, get ready, TikTok, because we got a lot of clips coming your way.
We do have a ton of clips coming your way. Crouton, being the meme machine here, just delivering what we need.
Indeed, and Masamoon said it best. This is what happens when you invest all of your points into attack and 0 defense. You get this game, and you're exactly right. Speaking of attack, a big demo from Blubbernut as he sends this one downfield. 40 seconds will tick away as we have a 6-14 goal right now. And I'm trying to remember, Vaughn, I believe you had the stats from last night. What was the record for most goals scored in a game? As we get another one?
Oh my goodness. Crouton. How do you do that? Is Alex on your controller right now? Because you're just popping off, I do. Where was this during the season?
I believe what we had was, I think, 17, it was 19 goals, and that was performed by Kachow yet again on Blubbernut.
Blubbernut not having a good go of it here on the mountain right now as he's down 9 goals, able to get around here with 15 seconds left. If he's able to get this one in, he has a bit of an opportunity to come back. Crouton, a big fake from Blubbernut, gets Crouton off his wheels, though he's not able to make much of it. Now gathers the boost. 3 seconds will tip away, and we will have our finals matchup set. Crouton taking on Alex. I mean, the mechanical gods themselves, the best of the best, battling it out at the top. Just moments to go as we ride the mountain to the top here. And what a matchup we just saw there. 15-6.
That was an insane performance. Thank goodness it is over, because it was just a beat down for Blubbernut, and Crouton just an unrelentless, just fiend on the ball. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, unrelenting. That is, I couldn't have said it better myself. It didn't look like there was any. The only chill was the temperature out there. There was no chill from anybody else on that field.
Which is why we played this on the mountain. Is that way we get to cool down from the heat that we are seeing from these players.
I know, yeah, and Toast, your first time. You got to play. You got to play the other night on the field, but being in the booth, you're not moving around as much. How you faring? You staying warm in here?
Usually I'm pretty good with cold. I can wear t-shirt and shorts and like snow because I'm weird like that. But it's definitely chilly. I would like to not be sitting around. I might just get up and start shaking my booty a little bit, do a dance. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go.
Well, if you start shaking your booty, we're gonna have to get some webcams in here.
Oh, which there is a clip of Alex doing that in his personal stream, so be sure to support the members of the QRLS and check out their Twitch streams as well.
And we'll move up now to the snowy Urban Central as Alex joins in. The lobby is up for everyone to join. We'll get underway here in a moment. Alex earlier on was asking, how come there's so many snowy maps? Well, obviously, it's because we're on the snowy mountain. I believe he was excited to play on some nice warmer climate so he could get on the ground and play in some grass. Unfortunately for Alex, though, this is AstroTurf, not real grass. Hard to grow grass here on the mountain as it is very rocky and very cold. So I'm sorry, Alex. You still don't get a chance to touch grass.
Yeah, it's also not a lot of oxygen up here, and that doesn't help it also. So good luck, guys, because it's gonna be colder. It's gonna you won't be able to breathe as better or as I'm lost for words right now. It's so cold.
It sounds like the oxygen is getting to you, man. You take a breath. We have some oxygen tanks here in the back. As both players are getting in here, and I gotta tell you, before I was honestly thinking, Alex has this one as a full wrap, but after watching Crouton and just his performance thus far, this is gonna be probably the closest matchup we've seen all night.
Yeah, this is going to be a very close matchup. Alex did mention that he was concerned about having to play Crouton here in the 1v1 tournament. There is a strong chance Alex even recognizes it himself Crouton might be doubting it though, but if anyone's going to be able to do it, it will be him. Otherwise, it will be K1, who is here ready to defend in the next matchup.
It's true. Only one can sit atop the true K1 mountain, and these two competitors are battling it out to see who will get that opportunity as Alex slams this one on net. Crouton, though, a very uncomfortable save, able to get there. Alex, though, good position now, dribbling it around. Takes off to the air, sends it off the backboard, stays toward the ground, blasts it behind Crouton, breaks the ice, gets the first goal, 4 minutes 16 on the clock.
Yeah, Crouton didn't get the boost, so found himself in an awkward situation, jumped off the wall, and that allowed Alex to recognize that Crouton was not in the place that where he could dedicate himself to a shot into the back of the net.
Yeah, absolutely. As we get things queued up here, apologies. Got to make sure that we're having some technical difficulties here on the mountain. No bother, though. Definitely have the game going. We'll get the audio going in just a second here. As Crouton now up in the air, loving to see the mechanics from these two gentlemen back and forth. And it looks like we're back in it now. Alex 50ing, taking control here. 1 goal game, very different than the last game we saw. Alex taken to the air, plays it around Crouton. Nice and easy we go. Takes a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, great play here. Toast, what do you think of the shot here from Alex?
Very much a Alex shot. It wasn't as good, but still, it's just so consistent and so reliable that it just goes in. Just on. That's all you gotta do. Just hit the ball over Crouton, he scores.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think that with Alex, as skillful as a player, recognizes that sometimes simple shots are best and are what will catch someone off guard, not always needed to be super flashy.
Indeed. Now, as Alex tries to dribble this one around Crouton, though, good defensive effort prevents that from going in. Now Crouton tries to get the flick over. Alex gonna have an awkward save, able to get it, and another tap off his own backboard. Keeps control. Wasn't able to grab the boost, though. Crouton able to play around. Alex very quick to turn. Now controlling Crouton up in the air. Tries to get a bump on Alex. Is able to. Alex, though, able to stay behind the ball. Keeping good control in the 50 in the midfield from Crouton. Keeping it on the offensive half. Alex, though, blasting it downfield. Crouton collecting, sending it down. Keeping this ball in the midfield. Back and forth we go. Alex in the air. Gets a touch around. Tries to get another pinch. Can't quite get there, though. Crouton sends it cross field. And these guys are just some of the best to do it.
Yeah, these guys doing a fantastic job here, going back and forth. Crouton's really holding Alex to a very low-scoring game, the lowest we have seen on a performance against Alex. So, fantastic play. Crouton's just got to be able to get a couple goals in himself.
Yeah, and Crouton, hasn't got to play speed like Alex quite yet. As a big demo gives Alex an open net. Pings it in there, 3-0. 2 minutes still on the clock. Truly anybody's game. Crouton doing a fantastic job thus far. Alex only able to beat him on just slight advantages here and there. It won't take too much. What do you think Crouton needs to kind of adjust to here, Toast, in order to take this one back from Alex?
Something that you don't talk about a lot is Alex is also really smart. And I think Crouton can definitely become smarter as well as mechanical. So I think he needs to turn on his brain. It may be really cold up here in the mountains, but if he can play smart and mechanical, then it'll be a much closer game. He'll get some goals in.
I think I'd agree. As Crouton now coming off the ceiling, tries to get the ground pitch. Couldn't get there, though. Alex now up in the air, flipping all the way around. Gets a big save, keeps control. It's a race toward the mid boost. Alex able to get it. Crouton, though, looking to get a shot. Takes control. Tries to get a 50. Gets a big 50. Sends it down. Doesn't have a lot of boost here yet to capitalize. Controlling. Tries to find a way to get it past. Gets a big 50 on Alex. Will have another opportunity. Gets the flick. Gets the goal. Now down only 2. Fantastic offensive take here from Crouton.
Yeah, Crouton very quick.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, very quick. Gets the flick over Alex. Alex looking for a ground shot, but Crouton recognized it and was able to react quickly.
Yeah, and Alex now employing the strategy, staying down and staying back. A mistouch maybe from Alex gives Crouton an opportunity. There's a bit of a window there. Crouton able to get right in. Big 50. Alex can't quite get the clear he needed. allowing Crouton to blast a shot over his head. Now down only 1 against the fearsome Alex. This is truly the closest game we've seen this deep in a battle between either of these players thus far.
Yeah, Alex just being very offensive, really focused on this defense right now. As long as he does not allow Crouton to score once more, he has this lead.
Trying to dribble here, gets a flip over. Crouton a bit lower on boost than Alex, though. Great positioning allows him to get the clear. It's going to be a race for the mid boost. Alex able to get it now, has a shot opportunity, puts it on net. Crouton tries to get up, doesn't have the boost to get there. Alex now up by 2 with only 47 seconds left on the clock. This is single elimination, remember. This could be it. Crouton up against the ropes, but not out just yet.
Yeah, this has been a very low-scoring game. Shots are on, defense is on higher, but we are at 4-2, a 2-goal lead in favor of Alex. Crouton's got a lot of work to do.
Crouton now up in the air where he likes to be. Goes for the aerial dunk. Couldn't quite get the bump, though. Alex will take his turn off the ceiling. Has some control here. Gets the touch. It's enough. Gets the goal. Takes a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, great shot here. Toast, what do you think of this performance from Alex here?
I think this is Alex just being Alex. He's so consistent on the ceilings and the walls and in general that if he has control of the ball and you're not challenging him or in a good position, he's going to score.
And Alex sending it around, trying to control this one. Crouton, though, on the back wall. Only 18 seconds left. Soon to be 10 seconds here. All that's separating Alex from his take toward the top of the mountain, where he'll face off against K1 Killer, myself, for the honor to be considered the true crown atop the K1 mountain. And it has been a phenomenal challenge matchup thus far. And I'm genuinely at a loss for words at how impactful this mountain ride has been.
Yeah, very crazy. Beautiful performance here from Crouton, holding him to a record low throughout this series. So congratulations to Crouton for achieving something that no one else has yet. But congratulations to Alex for going further into the trenches of the K1 mountain.
And 6-2, our final. And our winner of the K1 Grand Champion Mountain, Alex RL, despite what a lot of people thought, able to come away with this one. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex has not truly crowned the mountain quite yet, as he's gearing up to face off against the K1 Mountain Spirit himself, myself, at the true mountain's peak. Do not go anywhere as we get the field set and I brush off the controls, and we get ready to go to see if Alex has what it truly takes to take on the K1 Mountain. And we are back with the contender for the top prize here, Alex RL, who's had a fantastic run up the mountain. And Vaughn and Toast, my partners in crime, definitely have some good interview questions to go for as Alex gets ready to take on the K1 Mountain himself, myself, here in just a moment.
Yeah. First question, Alex. What did you think of the performance between you and Torque and the freestyle event that you guys kind of put on pro bono?
I personally, I loved it. Ones is always stressful, so if he can do that randomly, it's a great time.
That's awesome.
Right.
Toast, did you have a question?
Oh, I have several, but I'm not sure which one I'll be able to ask on stream. So, Alex, during that last match, that Kuton was giving you probably your toughest matchup. What was your mental like during that entire thing? Were you like just vibing, just having fun, or were you like hard focused into figuring out ways to get around Kuton?
I mean, I guess it was kind of both. Him and I have won one quite a bit before. It's never been that close, but I have music up all the way, so I can barely hear the game sounds at this point.
And then I guess the follow-up question for that is, what kind of music do you listen to? Do you have a warm-up strategy that you can share with us?
I mean, shooting consistency and training packs, that's about it. I mean, I listen to any kind of music other than country.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
okay,
good thing
great.
to warm up to.
All right.
So,
Well, Alex, this comes down to the big question here. For all the marbles, are you ready to take on K1 Mountain itself?
No, but I guess I'm gonna have to anyways.
Well, the lobby is set. The field is prepped. My friend, are you ready? Go ahead and join as we'll get underway here in just a moment. Alex, get out of my booth. I don't want to talk to you.
See ya.
Good luck, my friend. All right. We are back on the field of play where Alex is fighting to take on K1 Mountain itself. All in all, this is what all the money's for. I'm honestly, after watching him play, a little nervous, guys. I might need a little pump up from you guys.
Oh, okay, all right.
You got this, man. Yeah, just think about it. You got the eye of the tiger. You got it. You got it. Just don't focus on him. Focus on the ball. Focus on the goal.
Now you got this. You can absolutely beat Alex. You're just goated. There's a reason why you're the top of the mountain. Plus, he has some hand cramps from playing before, and you're like all ready to go. So you got this, man.
All right, and we are underway. 3, 2, 1. This is Alex taking on the mountain as we go now, chasing the ball. Alex with a quick early